the 3 things that you need to spend on if you want to become successful. Spoiler alert, number 2 is going to piss a lot of people off. So the first thing is you need to invest in nice clothes. Here's a little cheat code. Okay, it's pretty easy to actually dress really well if you're in fantastic shape. So get fit, that way everything looks awesome. Number 2, buy a nicer car than you can afford. Yeah, I said it. Realize this is not going to be popular with everybody, but this is something I always did. Maybe you want to move to some remote island in the middle of the ocean somewhere that nobody's ever heard of. You don't need to wear nice clothes, you don't need to drive a car. Cool, I get it. But this next one, this last one, this is something that no matter who you are, no matter what it is you're looking to do, if you want to live the absolute best life that you're capable of living, you have to make investing in this a non-negotiable. And that's the food that you put in your body. The food that goes in your body, I'm going to make the argument, is in direct proportion to your quality of life. I'm going to give you the 3 things that you need to spend on if you want to become successful. Spoiler alert, number 2 is going to piss a lot of people off. So the first thing is you need to invest in nice clothes. Here's a little cheat code. Okay, it's pretty easy to guarantee you, I promise you, I swear to you, it will go nothing like you think. I can't remember exactly when it hit me, but a short time after my arrest in 2015, I couldn't leave the fact that in a situation where I thought everybody would lose respect for me, I was completely stunned that the opposite had actually happened. I felt that I'd actually gained respect from people I knew, gained respect from people who followed me, gained respect from a lot of our clients at Nutrition Solutions because I was owning everything, because I was making excuses, because I didn't try to act like something was less than whatever. Because ownership and taking personal responsibility is such a rare thing. It's very tempting to try to deny or minimize or hide whatever our indiscretions were. It's very easy, and you're going to be tempted to do that. I know I certainly was. But I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity to prove to a lot of people what's possible for people that have been through some people who didn't have traditional upbringings, whose, basically their entire life was a dumpster fire like mine was for the first 25 years. You absolutely have to own it. I guarantee you, I promise you. Can I see? Yeah, these nuts are not good. These chocolate nuts. It looks fantastic, I will say that. Tastes like the desert in my mouth. Come here. I know you can't get too close because you're allergic to chocolate, but obviously all the different bakery items that we have fruit infused in, the flavor profile is next level. Would it make sense for us to do that with these cookies, with the D's chocolate nuts cookies, to have some of the chocolate chips in there? The nuts on top for the crunch, leave them there. Chocolate chips on the inside. Can I see?
The fish don't just jump in the boat. If you want to go catch them, go catch them. Throw that line in the water and go do some work. And if it doesn't work that day, do it again the next day. So you want to be the one that says, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. I know I don't feel good today, but I'm going to go out there and I'm going to prove to myself that even on days that it doesn't feel right, I push myself. The only way to gain confidence in yourself is
I don't understand how people actually... All right, MyFitnessPal users, did you know that you can search all of our menu items on the MyFitnessPal app? Those of you who are very strict about counting your calories, you can simply enter the meal name. For example, this meal is the brown... I don't understand how people actually smoke. And the vapes too, like it's just absolutely...
The vapes are even worse.
Like it would be better for you to stick that or that vape up your own... But you have this concoction of chemicals that you're lighting on fire and then deeply inhaling it into your lungs. The reason people think that it's better than cigarette is because it doesn't smell like cigarette. What it's doing to your insides, time is going to tell us. The vapes are still kind of new, right? In about 10 years, once they have some research and some data around this, they're going to be like, ooh.
They're mostly petroleum-based oils inside those vapes.
Yeah, some of the chemicals that are in there are on hazmat lists.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to go in your body, just like a lot of the ingredients in some of the processed food. I don't understand how people... All right, MyFitness. A lot of people think that once they find their passion, then they'll start applying themselves and working really hard. It doesn't work like that. Passion needs to be developed. Nobody's passionate about something they can suck at. Because if you suck at something, it's stressful, it's hard, it takes you a long time, it's not as smooth. But as you get better and you get more competent, then you develop a passion. You have to get really, really good at whatever you do. Sure. You have to get good at it. And you don't need to be necessarily passionate about your job, but you need to be passionate about your work. You need to be passionate about getting the results. You need to be passionate about making a lot of money. You need to be passionate about being the best. You need to be passionate about lifting other people up with you. A lot of people, as a man, if you are not the leader of your own household, you're going to feel miserable at all times. A lot of people don't recognize it. They get so used to it. They get so used to living this miserable existence. They get so used to the stress. They get so used to the lack of support. It becomes their baseline. They don't recognize it as being a problem. It makes me sick. Guys, look, I've lost people very close to me that I brought in, that I was friends with for 20 years. Because they didn't have somebody who supported them at home, it didn't work out. They started to grow. They started to become something different, something better, and their partner sabotaged it. But if you are not the king within your household, if you are not even the leader within your own household as a man, how the can you possibly expect to be the leader in any other area of life? Surround yourself with the right people, not just with your friends, but especially the person that you decide to spend the rest of your life with. As a man, if you are not...
If you're on a long flight, 16, 17-hour flight, and you're a smoker, they say that most smokers, they don't crave cigarettes on the flight because they recognize it's not an option. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So smokers should just like fly for a week straight and then cut the habit.
What smokers should do is one heroic dose, magic mushroom. A heroic dose is 3 to 5 grams. I'd suggest 5. 90% of people who have taken just one heroic dose, smoking 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, never picked up a cigarette again.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
If you're on a long flight.
What's up, boys?
Let's go!
I was just explaining why I got stem cell therapy. It's like an 8 Mile when Eminem did the freestyle battle at the end. Talked all the about himself.
I know everything he's got to say against me. I am white. I am f***ing punk. I do live in a trailer with my mom.
Addressed the fact that one of the guys in the other crew, his girl, put all that out there. And then when it was the other guy's turn.
Tell these people something they don't know about me.
He had nothing to say. The majority of people hide from responsibility. The majority of people want to make excuses. They want to blame other people or other things. When you see somebody who actually is willing to own their outcomes and take personal responsibility over things that, they did or things that happened that don't necessarily make them look good. You don't even think about the things that they did. You think about how strong that person must be and the character that that person must possess to be able to just come out and just do that, because nobody does it. When you put it out there, when you own it, you basically disarm the power that that situation has over you and over your life. It's like an 8 Mile when one consistent variable with people who have come forward and admitted that they have addiction and have seek therapy for it is they're all depressed. I have depression, so I revert to... No, that's actually not what it is. You're depressed because you're off depleting all your masculine energy. One consistent variable with people who have come forward and admitted that they have addiction and have seek therapy for it is they're all depressed. I have depression, so I revert to... No, that's actually not what it is. You're depressed because you're off depleting all your masculine energy. I'm not asking you to clean my car or do my laundry. I'm asking you to hold down the line, hold the fort. These little things, they matter. And I know you don't understand that yet. And it's very difficult for me to explain to you because there's such a gap between us as far as experience goes. So I would just ask that you trust me and recognize that anything that I tell you is in your objective best interest. I know what it takes to move the needle. I know what it takes to grow a company, and I know what it's going to take for us to get to the next level. And it absolutely is going to require us being attentive to the details and stressing those little things, because the difference between something good and something great always comes down to the details.
Hey.
Yeah. I know you are, brother. I know you are. Thank you. I'm not asking you to I
had a very unorthodox childhood. I didn't keep up with dental visits. So I had chipped teeth, crooked teeth that I wasn't proud of. So I would go out of my way to hide them. Like when I would smile, I would never smile with my mouth open. Of course, I wasn't aware of just how significantly the insecurity about my teeth was affecting me. Mm-hmm. And then I got my teeth fixed. And I never smiled more in my entire life.
Look, guys, this life, this game, like as men, this hard enough. This is hard enough. If you are sharing a bed with the person who's blocking your blessings, if the person that you are with is not encouraging you to be in the gym, to work on your personal development, to work really, really hard so you can create an absolutely phenomenal life for your family, they need to go. And I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you this. I'm sorry that this is a conversation most people are unwilling to have, but I've seen too many people that I care about throw away valuable years of their life with the wrong person well after the fact. They knew that this person wasn't the right person. They knew this person was destroying their quality of life, destroying their mental health, destroying every facet of their masculine existence, yet they continued for years after when they realized this. And it doesn't end well. Look, guys,
I love cookies and ice cream. I love it. It's absolutely delicious. Because I like it so much, that's why I will only eat it maybe once a month. And when I eat it, it is absolutely delicious. It's heavenly. And 30 minutes after the fact, I get veins popping out of my abs and my forearms. I look better than I did previously. I don't see how fat people can eat like that all the time. You don't enjoy it. If you're doing something, playing it out all the time, you're not going to enjoy it. So if you actually enjoy something, you should do it less. I love cookies.
You got a six-pack right now. Why the fuck don't I have a six-pack? I'm literally pissed. Like, I've been pissed since I saw you. I swear to God. I'm gonna tell you, man, in 8 weeks, I will have a six-pack. I believe it. In 8 weeks. I believe it.
Let's see right now. Let's see.
It's your fucking fault. Oh no, I got a belly right now.
No, let's
That's
see
all right.
for documentation. For documentation.
Yeah, no, like I'm embarrassed by it. Like, I really am. You know what I mean? I'm embarrassed by it. And I don't feel good about it. But being around men that I feel I can call myself out on, I'm like, okay, fuckers, 8 weeks. I'm gonna send you guys a six-pack. You got a six-pack right now. Why the fuck don't I have?
Misconception around venison is that it's gamey. A lot of people who have never tried venison tend to label it as gamey. For many years, admittedly, I was one of those people. Although I agree some venison is in fact gamey, the ground venison that we use at Nutrition Solutions is not. A lot of people associate what they perceive to be red meat with having high fat, having high cholesterol. Venison is high protein, low calorie, low in fat, low in cholesterol. It is the second most nutrient dense protein on the planet, second to only elk. It's also a tremendous addition to any fat loss diet because nutrient dense meals are highly satiating and will keep you fuller for longer, even when you're in a calorie deficit. And as you can see here, we pair it with mac and cheese to try to reel people in and tempt them with the mac and cheese to try it because we know when they try it, they'll love it and they'll want more.
Let me ask you a question, Luke.
Yep.
Would you hang out with someone who is fat? Before you answer, I want to share something with you guys that will probably blow your mind. There was a study that was published in the New England Journal of Medicine called The Spread of Obesity in a Large Societal Network Over 32 Years. They basically followed 5,000 people around for 32 years, and the data that they extrapolated was shocking. And if a friend of yours gets fat, the likelihood that you will follow suit and also become fat is increased by 57%. So knowing that, what's the answer?
Wow, that's
Let me ask you a question.
What's the best type of workout to reduce stress and anxiety? I have your answer. And I'm not going to give you a boring answer like you need to just stop, take it slow, and meditate or do breath work. Although those things are tremendous and actually do work, I am somebody who has high stress. I have for quite some time. I don't stay stressed. I believe the way that I train is the best way to train as far as alleviating stress. High intensity functional training, the way that I train, is basically just putting a bunch of exercises together. I often combine training like a normal body part with some functional movement, slap all of them together, and I will just do circuits. But the reason that is so efficient, the reason that is so effective for managing stress is because just like meditation, just like breath work, okay, when you are training that hard, not only are you clearing all the bullshit in your head, not only are you getting in a tremendous workout, but you are taking in large inhalations and you are going to basically recalibrate your entire system via increased circulation, oxygen, and blood flow. What's the best type of workout to reduce